Each country has their own diversity. Each country also has their own unique things that another country doesn't have it. And each country has their own art and culture that's rich. That's called national identity. Today, I'm Thufail and all of my friends gonna explain you about national identity of Indonesia and South Sudan.
The Indonesian national identity is intricately woven into the fabric of its language, symbols, flag, anthem, motto, and constitution, each representing a rich tapestry of history, values, and aspirations that define the essence of the diverse and vibrant nation. At the core of this identity is the Indonesian language, Bahasa Indonesia, serving as a unifying force that bridges the diverse linguistic landscape of the archipelago. It acts as a common medium of communication, fostering a sense of unity and solidarity among Indonesians, transcending the boundaries of ethnicity and geography. The language embodies the collective spirit of the nation, encapsulating its rich cultural heritage and serving as a testament to the country's commitment to fostering a cohesive national identity. Emblematic of this identity is the Indonesian flag, known as Sang Saka Merah Putih, with its bold red and white colors representing courage and purity. It serves as a potent symbol for the nation's hard-fought struggle for independence and its unwavering commitment to unity and freedom. The flag's design reflects the country's diversity, with the two horizontal bands symbolizing the unity of all Indonesians, irrespective of their backgrounds or beliefs. The national anthem, Indonesia Raya, resonates as a powerful ode to the nation's enduring spirit and resilience. Composed by Wage Rudolf Supratman, its stirring melody and lyrics evoke a sense of a national pride, underscoring the values of freedom, unity, and independence that have long defined the Indonesian identity. The anthem serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by the nation's forefathers and the collective aspiration of the Indonesian people for a prosperous and united future. Central to the national identity is the motto Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which translates to unity in diversity, rooted in the country's ethos of inclusivity and tolerance. This motto embodies the spirit of harmonious coexistence among the diverse ethnicities, languages, and religions that thrive within Indonesia's borders. It stands as a guiding principle, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect and understanding as the foundation for a cohesive and resilient nation. The Indonesian Constitution, known as the UUD 1945, forms the bedrock of the nation's democratic framework, enshrining the principles of justice, freedom, and equality. It serves as a beacon of hope, guiding the nation toward progress and prosperity while safeguarding the rights and liberties of its citizens. The Constitution reflects the collective aspiration of the Indonesian people, reaffirming their commitment to upholding the rule of law, promoting social justice, and preserving the nation's rich cultural heritage. In the intricate tapestry of language, symbols, anthem, motto, and constitution, the Indonesian national identity stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of unity, resilience, and diversity. It represents the collective journey of nation that has risen above historical challenge to emerge as a beacon of hope and aspiration, embracing its rich cultural heritage while striving for a brighter and more inclusive future for all Indonesians.
I'm Ghany, and I want to talk about the fundamental aspects. In the vibrant archipelago of Indonesia, the beating heart of Southeast Asia, lies a rich tapestry of cultures, traditions, and a history as diverse as its many islands. At the core of this multifaceted nation resides a fundamental concept, the Indonesian national identity. Shaped by a tapestry of historical struggles, traditions, and a spirit of unity. The Indonesian national identity embodies the spirit of diversity, resilience, and unity amidst a plethora of language, beliefs, and customs.
This identity finds its roots in the remarkable history of Indonesian people, who have weathered the storms of colonization, fought for independence, and strive for unity in the face of diversity. From the ancient maritime empires that once flourished in Indonesian archipelago to the struggles for independence against colonial rule, the history of Indonesia has been edged with the spirit of resilience and the pursuit of self-determination. Central to this identity is the spirit of Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, the national motto, which translates to unity in diversity. It encapsulates the essence of Indonesian society, where myriad ethnic groups, language, and religions coexist in harmony, creating a vibrant mosaic of cultures and beliefs. This ethos of inclusivity and respect for the diversity has become the cornerstone of Indonesian society, fostering a deep sense of national pride and solidarity among its people. Furthermore, the Indonesian national identity finds its expressions in various cultural practices and traditions that have been preserved and cherished over generations. From the enchanting gamelan music and intricate batik textile to the graceful movements of traditional Indonesian dance forms, the cultural heritage of Indonesia serves as a poignant reminder of the nation's rich and diverse legacy. Religion also plays the pivotal role in shaping the Indonesian identity, with the majority of the population adhering to Islam, alongside significant communities of Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, and others. Indonesia stands as a shining example of religious tolerance and coexistence. The nation's commitment to fostering an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding among diverse religious communities is a testament to its unwavering dedication to pluralism and harmony. As Indonesia marches forward to the 21st century, its national identity continues to evolve, reflecting the dynamic change of modernizing society while remaining rooted in timeless values. Embracing progress while preserving its cultural heritage, Indonesia stands as a beacon of unity and diversity, demonstrating to the world the beauty and the strength that emerge when a nation celebrates its difference and stands together as one.
I'm Naufal. I will explain about natural aspect. Okay, the sprawling archipelago of Indonesia, with its lush landscape, teeming biodiversity, and vibrant cultural tapestry, is a nation deeply intertwined with its natural resources and cultural heritage. From the fertile plains of Java to the majestic forests of Sumatra and the idyllic beaches of Bali, Indonesia's natural bounty has long been an integral part of its national identity, shaping its culture, tradition, and way of life.
Central to this identity is the proven connection between the Indonesian people and the abundant natural resources that have sustained communities for generations. The rich volcanic soil has facilitated the cultivation of a myriad of crops, making Indonesia a veritable cornucopia of agricultural abundance. From the aromatic species of cloves and nutmeg to the nourishing rich paddies that dot the landscape, the bounty of the land has not only shaped the Indonesian economy but also influenced its culinary tradition and cultural practice. Moreover, Indonesia's lush rainforests, which rank among the most biologically diverse in the world, are not only a search of awe-inspiring beauty but also a wellspring of cultural significance. These verdant jungles have provided shelter, sustenance, and inspiration for countless indigenous communities, whose deep-rooted connection with the land is reflected in their spiritual belief, folklore, and artistic expressions. The Indonesia cultural identity is intrinsically woven into the fabric of traditional art forms, such as the intricate wood carving of the Toraja people, the expressive dance performance depicting ancient legend, and the vibrant batik textile adorned with intricate patterns that reflect the nation's diverse heritage. This artistic tradition serves as a testament to the creativity, craftsmanship, and spiritual belief that have flourished across the Indonesia archipelago for centuries. Furthermore, the cultural diversity of Indonesia is exemplified by the myriad of languages spoken, each representing a unique thread in the integrated tapestry of Indonesian society. From Bahasa Indonesia, the official language fostering national unity, to the numerous regional languages and dialects that reflect the rich cultural tapestry of the different islands. Language acts as a vessel for preserving and transmitting the unique cultural heritage of each community. As Indonesia navigates the challenge of the modern era, the preservation of its natural resources and cultural identity remains paramount. Effort to conserve its biodiversity, protect its ecosystem, and promote sustainable practice are critical to ensuring the continued prosperity of the nation. Simultaneously, initiatives aimed at safeguarding traditional arts, language, and customs serve to foster a sense of pride and belonging among Indonesia, reinforcing and enduring legacy of a nation defined by its natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. In the harmonious balance of its natural resource and cultural treasure, Indonesia continues to stand as a living statement to the proven relationship between a nation and its land, demonstrating the enduring power of nature and culture in shaping the spirit and identity of a people.
Hello everyone, my name is Thiong. I'm from Group 1. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that defines us, who we are, and where we come from. And that is simply what we call national identity. What is national identity? National identity simply refers to a sense of where one person belongs, where you belong, and where I belong. That is national identity.
South Sudan. The Republic of South Sudan is the youngest country in the whole world. The country got her independence from Sudan, and the subsequent declaration of independence was in 2011 from a critical part of South Sudan national identity. South Sudan is a home of numerous ethnic groups such as the Mahdi, the Dinka, and the Pujulu. South Sudan has 64 tribes with different languages, traditions, and cultural practices. And some of the ethnic groups such as the Dinka, the Mundari. These ethnic groups are characterized by their own cultural and languages. They have unique sport called the Yuir. And the Yuir means wrestling. They all practice pastoralism, such as the cow, the goats, and the sheep. They keep this animal for wealth and pride. This culture expression play a vital role in defining the identity of the nation, and also the collective contribute to the nation rich cultural heritage. The South Sudan ethnic groups, they also use traditional clothing such as the tiger skin, which is used in the wrestling match. And this also need to the ritual or allow the elders to keep peace and instability. The national flag of South Sudan, the national anthem, and other symbols such as the coat of arms are emblematic of the nation and represent the identity of the country. And South Sudan national identity is still evolving and shaped by its history, cultural diversity, and ongoing efforts to overcome challenges and build the cohesive nation.